Hey everyone, I'm Brianna. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very quick update video, kind of just sharing what I'm reading and everything like that. So right now I'm currently reading 3 books, and I know everyone hates when I do this, or at least my mom always complains when I'm reading multiple books at a time. I just have multiple interests right now, and I don't know, it's just I like reading one physical and then 1 or 2 Kindle books, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to share with you what I've been reading. And then I will probably make a wrap up in like a second video, because I did read a lot of books, but they were just Kindle books, so it wasn't like it was anything crazy. So the first book I'm reading, I received as an ARC, and I'm super excited to read it. And it's in black and white because it's an ARC, but if you want to see the actual cover, you can go on Goodreads. And that is A Pack of Storm and Stars by Olivia Wildenstein. This is book 4 in her Werewolf New Adult series. I'm so excited for this one. So if you guys don't remember, over the summer last year, I believe it was over the summer, I ended up getting her binded book. So she has the trilogy binded into one book, and I absolutely love this. I love the werewolves. It was a very different retelling, and I just really enjoyed it. And this is book 4, so I'm gonna not really spoil it, but I'm just gonna kind of share with who the characters are. So this book is about Liam, and if you've read the trilogy, Liam kind of, I hate to say, was, what's the word, he was not chosen by the female love interest. She chose someone else, so they were like really close friends, and then they kind of had like a really big outing, but now he's an alpha. So this, from what I've read, is kind of a friends with benefits to a no, I don't want to be with you anymore, to them being together type of deal. I'm really excited though. I'm not sure how long it is, but I need to start it. My plan was to start it sometime this weekend. So this is a book I will be currently reading. So the next book I'm reading, I just kind of started yesterday. I literally just read the first chapter yesterday, and I've been really into it. And that is Dark Prince by Christine Feehan. This is book 1 in her Dark series, and it's super good right now. I absolutely love it. And yeah, this right now, it's a adult paranormal vampire romance. So this one kind of follows the prince of the vampires, and right now all I know is it kind of tells his backstory, how the vampires are. This is the Carpathian Vampire series, and I really gotten the point. So far we find out this is kind of a fated mates-ish. So we find out that the male vampires kind of need a woman in their lives, unless they're gonna be taken over by bloodlust and become full monsters with the vampirism, something like that. What I think is very different in this book is that females kind of are more dominant in that aspect. Like, they control most of the power, which I think is interesting. I also think it's interesting that I think vampirism runs genetically. They can't really make more of each other unless they give birth to them, and they can actually give birth to vampires in this book. So I thought that was really cool. I'm literally only 66 pages in, like nothing at all, but this book has got me in deep. It's got me hooked. I'm not a huge fan of the prince as a whole. He's kind of a little creepy too. I think her name's Raven, the woman in this, and I'm just like, eh. But my mom promised me that the later books are so much better than the first couple, so I'm kind of just gonna chug my way through the first couple books and get through them, and then yeah. But I have the second book as well up here at school, so I'll probably be reading the first and second one in the month of April. And the last book I have, oh, I don't have it up. Let me go on Goodreads. Give me a moment, guys. So the last book I'm reading, it's part of a series, and I've become obsessed with this series. So if you guys know, I read over winter time, I started Ruby Dixon's series, all of them, and I read the Alien romance series that she has and the Dragon romance series. Absolutely love both of them, and I haven't really found anything to compare to Ruby Dixon, because she's, I feel like, a different breed of paranormal author. Like, I love her so much. And I've kind of lost track of the why am I forgetting the name? It's like the Barbarian something series. So like if I really wanted to continue it, I'd actually have to go back and restart and reread so I can familiarize myself with characters. So I'll probably end up doing that this summer just because I love her books, but once I get into them, I get into them and I need time to do that. But I was in the mood for alien romance, and when I post my wrap-up eventually, you'll see that I pretty much just read Alien Romance in March, and I found this one series, and it's actually pretty good. I haven't read a bad book at all, and I think there's only 9 books out so far, and the first book came out early 2010s, 2009 or 2008 or something, and then the newest book is really recent, 2020. But I'm on book 8 right now, and I'm enjoying all of them. Book 8's not my favorite, but yeah. So book 8 in the series is Bane's Heart by Michelle Howard. This is a Worlds Beyond series, and it is super good. If you guys want something very, very similar to Ruby Dixon's, I think it's like Barbarian Alien, I don't freaking remember what it's called, but if you want something very, very similar, definitely check out A Worlds Beyond, because all the books are very similar. So what I like about this, so I'll give you like the general synopsis. So each book is about a different couple, which I guess is a usual romance thing, and in this particular world, Earth ends up having a huge virus that ends up only affecting the men instead of the women. So now women on Earth outnumber men 3-1, and they don't really go into too much detail. It would be interesting to see a prequel about it, but they don't go into too much detail. So then Earth ends up being contacted by other alien species out there, and they realize that Earth women and men are 90% compatible with the species. So, it's compatible with 90% of the species out there that have discovered Earth. So they create a program called the Singles Program, and you have to pay 20 grand to get into it, and as long as you're under the age of 30, you're healthy, there's nothing medically wrong with you, you're allowed to go into the program. And you basically pick a planet that you want to go to, and you can kind of start your own life and hopefully find a husband. So each book it goes into different planets and different people, and the main part of the book is the Jutik warriors. So these are warriors, they remind me of like CIA or military warriors, and they pretty much go in and like stop really, really violent crime. So the first woman in the first book ends up falling in love with someone of their species. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But overall, super good. As you can tell, I'm already on book 8. They're super quick reads. I think they're around like 250, 300 pages, which is very short for a book. But that's pretty much all my current reads and what I've been up to. Nothing particularly crazy, just schoolwork. I'm upset that I haven't updated in a while, but I really just started reading a couple weeks ago, so there was really nothing to say except for my current reads. Hopefully I will get a wrap up, but if I don't, I'll probably just do a joint wrap up for March, April, and May, and then when I get home in May, I'll film that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little update, and let me know what you guys are reading in the month of April. Bye guys.